Hello, everybody. My name is Energy Messages by Mari, and I am Mari. And today I'm going to give you some crystal information. I'm using the book The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. Um, and I will read to you and the overall. What I want to do is I want to give you information about crystals so you all could be informed about them and see how much they can help you in your life. All right, we will start. Crystal background. The more you understand about crystals, the more effective they are. Dedicating and programming your crystals helps them to work more efficiently. It is part of the ritual of working with crystals. A crystal, as crystals are powerful beings in their own right, they need to be approached with respect. If you do this, they will be the only two pleased to cooperate with you. Many people like to have a crystal day when they cleanse their crystals and then meditate with them to attune more strongly to their energy. Doing this regularly enables your crystals to talk to you and to show you how you can use them to enhance your life and well-being. Taking the time to cleanse your crystals is extremely important. Crystals are efficient absorbers and transmitters of energy. One of their functions is to cleanse and transmute negative energies. If you leave your crystals to do this without regular cleansing, most become saturated and unable to do their work. Through a field self-cleansing, crystals, through a self-cleansing, a crystal, now we're going to know about the formation of a crystal. A crystal is a solid body with a geometrically regular shape. Crystals were created as the earth formed, and they have continued to metamorphose as the planet itself has changed. Crystals are the earth's DNA, a chemical imprint for evolution. They are miniature storehouses containing the records of the development of the earth over millions of years and bearing inedible memory of the powerful forces that shaped it. Some have been subject to enormous pressure. Others grew in chambers deep underground. Some were laid down in layers. Others dripped into being, all of which affects their properties and the way they function. Whatever form they take, their crystalline structure can absorb, conserve, focus, and emit energy, especially on the electromagnetic wave band. The crystal lattice. Because of chemical impurities, radiation, earth and solar emissions, and the exact means of their formation, each type of crystal has its own specific note, formed out of any array of minerals. A crystal is defined by its internal structure, an orderly, repeating atomic lattice that is unique to its species. A large or small specimen of the same type of crystal will have exactly the same internal structure, which can be recognized under a microscope. This unique geometric crystal lattice is how crystals are identified and means that some crystals, such as aragonite, have several very different external forms and colors, which at the glance could not possibly be the same crystal. However, because the internal structure is identical, they are classified as the same crystal. It is the structure rather than the mineral or minerals out of which it is formed that is crucial to crystal classification. In some cases, the mineral content differs slightly, creating the various colors in which a particular crystal can be found. While a number of crystals may be formed out of the same mineral or combination of minerals, each type will crystallize out differently. A crystal is symmetrical along an axis. Its regular external planes are an outward expression of its internal order. Each matching pair of faces has exactly the same angles. The internal structure of any crystalline formation is constant and unchanging. Crystals are built from one of seven possible geometric forms: triangles, squares, rectangle, hexagon, rhomboids, parallelograms, or trapeziums. These forms lock together into a number of potential crystal shapes, which have generic names based on their internal geometry. As the name suggests, a hexagonal crystal is formed from hexagon, built into three-dimensional shape. A collection of squares forms a cubic crystal, triangles a triagonal, and rectangles a tetragonal. Crystals, while rhomboids form or orthorhombic crystal. Trapezium, triclinic, and parallelograms are monoclinic crystal. The outer form of the crystal will not necessarily reflect its inner structure. At the heart of the crystal is the atom and its component parts. An atom is a dynamic consisting of particles rotating around the center in constant motion. So, although a crystal may not outwardly serene, it is actually a seething molecular mass vibrating at a certain frequency. This is what gives a crystal its energy. The Earth crust. The Earth began as a whirling cloud of gas, out of which was created a dense dust bowl. This contracted into a white, hot, molten ball. Gradually, over eons, a thin layer of this molten material, magma, cooled into a crust, the Earth mantle. The crust is relatively about as thick as the skin on an apple. Inside that crust, the hot mineral rich molten magma continues to boil and bubble, and new crystals form. Some crystals, such as quartz, arise from the fiery gases and molten minerals in the Earth's center. Superheated, they rise towards the surface, propelled by stress caused by movement of huge plates on the Earth's surface. As gases penetrate the crust and meet solid rock, they cool and solidify, a process that may take eons or may be fast and furious. If the process has been relatively slow, or if the crystals grow in a gas bubble, then large crystals can grow. The process is fast, then the crystals are small. If the process stops and starts, effects such as phantom or self-heal crystals are possible. If the process is exceptionally fast, a glass-like substance such as obsidian is formed rather than crystals such as aventurine or peridot, or created at or rather than crystals such as aventurine or peridot are created at high temperature from liquid magma. Others, such as topaz and tourmaline, are formed when gases penetrate adjoining rocks. Yet others arise when magma cools sufficiently for water vapor to condense into a liquid. The resulting mineral rich solution lays down crystals such as aragonite, kunzite. When it penetrates fissures in surrounding rock, the solution is able to cool very slowly and lay down large crystals and geodes such as chalcodine and amethyst. This is an amethyst. Crystals like garnet are formed deep in the earth when minerals melt and recrystallize under intense pressure and enormous heat. These crystals, known as metamorphic because they have undergone a chemical change that has recognized the original lattice. Calcite and other sedimentary crystals form from an erosion process. Rocks at the surface break down and mineralized water dripping through rock or traveling as river lays down weathered material as new crystals or minerals become cemented together. Such crystals are often laid down in layers on a bedrock and tend to be softer in texture. Crystals are often found still attached to the bedrock on which they formed the cemented together as conglomerated. The bedrock is known as the matrix. Okay, next week we will learn about crystal decorations. And I have some more information about crystals. Remember, I am using the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment in the bottom. This is Energy by Mari. Peace, love, and light. And I will see you next time. Bye.